Hello everyone, welcome back to Quest for Glory 4, where there is a gypsy currently locked up, and we need to find out what happened. So, people said that they saw Igor heading towards the graveyard. So let's take a gander over there, shall we? Whoops. Let's go to the graveyard. Out around this piece. This place.
You hear a monstrous groaning noise from beneath the fallen tombstone. Perhaps a horrible monster waits below. This headstone does not have an... The headstone has fallen over the open grave, covering it.
Lift the gravestone up. And... Igor!
Igor saved! Kind stranger saved Igor! Good kind stranger! Igor happy grave, not Igor's grave!
Yay! We saved Igor! And Igor, making his way back to town, should prove to everybody that, you know, he's not dead. Unless I think he's a ghost. Well, nobody's here. Let's go talk to the Burgermeister.
The gypsy is gone.
So it seems. Hello, Burgermeister.
Welcome back. I suppose you've heard all the latest news by now.
I've not. Tell me about the gypsy.
The gypsy is no longer my prisoner. Good riddance. I would not have enjoyed burning him at the stake. I'm just glad this whole thing is over. I hope this is the last of people disappearing mysteriously around here. The townspeople are foolish sometimes. They want easy answers instead of difficult solutions.
So it seems.
Farewell, and take care of yourself.
Bye-bye.
Farewell, and thank you for helping Igor. I did not believe the gypsy was guilty, and I did not want to burn him at the stake.
Well, okay. Not sure what that noise was, but whatever.
Igor very glad not to still be in grave. You Igor's friend now.
Yay, we're now friends with Igor.
Good to see you.
You tell Igor how you figured out he was stuck in the grave.
Lucky for Igor, you persistent hero.
Right? You know what? He never hears rumors. Let's tell him a rumor.
Tell Igor the townspeople were worried while he was gone.
People miss Igor? You tell Igor a rumor? Igor now morgue happy than ever. Morgue happy, get it? Little graveyard humor there.
Igor is happy. Glad to see.
Oh, people not like gypsies. People think gypsies steal things. People think gypsies eat people. People think gypsies not normal like Igor. People say Dr. Mad. Dr. Not
Heard that one already?
been in town long time. Dimitri's grandfather brought staff to town.
Grave accident?
Grave accident? Little graveyard humor there. That good one. I like it. Igor carve headstone near grave. Igor fall in grave. Gravestone fall on grave. Igor not get out until you get him out of grave. Igor in grave danger. A little graveyard humor there. Oh, reports of Igor's demise greatly exaggerated.
Indeed.
Igor not give crypt key to strangers. You not stranger.
Whoops. Yay, we have the crypt key. I'm sure that all the good that we've done
Two of the metal weights and put one...
will come around at some point and be beneficial to us. Go ahead and rest a little bit. And that's it.
You think you've done about as much stair-stepping as your body can handle.
Well, alright. We have now reached the maximum strength that you can reach with the stair stepper. So that is it. You can no longer use the stair stepper anymore. But that clears up our day though. Because it means that, yay, we can now go do other things. Oh yay. The doorbell now just lets us in and out.
I have done it! The world shall not soon forget the genius of Dr. Cranium. The experiment is a success. Behold, Frankie! Ho, ho, ho. Is she not something? I'm looking forward to an exhilarating series of experiments with her. Ah, a very nice Frankie. I'm sure you will agree. Just as I planned. I believe she has all the assets necessary to become a premier scientific laboratory assistant.
All right.
Could it be? Has Dr. Cranium at last succeeded in the ancient dream of bringing back life to the dead? Or is this just someone who had a little too much to drink at the Mad Doctor's party last night?
I am a genius! I shall be famous everywhere! There have been others who have worked on the reanimation of dead tissue, but no scientist has a Frankie like mine! Whoopee! Science? Ha! You ask me about science? Just look at Frankie there and you will understand the purpose of science. It is to acquire the knowledge of the very nature of life itself and to create what those less informed would call miracles with that knowledge.
Alrighty. Let's get our usual healing potion, poison cure potion.
This poor, benighted, unscientific town used to be a thriving community. Lately, however, the birth rate has dropped and anyone careless enough to be caught out at night tends not to return. The heavy rains of the last few years have also put a damper on the local economy. The only road out of the valley has become covered by an endless and impassable swamp. I have not received a single delivery of scientific equipment this year. It is terrible.
Frankie.
Is she not a wonder? My Frankie, fully functional in every way. In fact, I imagine she could even,
I don't think I wanted to know that.
I cannot reveal the nature of the experiments Frankie and I intend to perform. The world may not yet be ready for them. More importantly, I do not want anyone else taking credit for my results. Besides, Frankie is a little shy.
Also don't want to know that.
Talk about your explorations on Mordavia and the many amazing creatures you've encountered.
Yes, that is the way of the true scientist. Do not rely on what others have told you, but experience them for yourself. I am glad that you are finding your vacation in Mordavia an educational experience.
And say goodbye.
Say goodbye.
I trust you will continue to do research throughout the forest. Do not be concerned if you should be unable to reach me during the next few days. Frankie and I shall be engaged in some very important and engrossing scientific research.
I really don't think I needed to know that. Thanks, Cranium. Thank you. Alright, let's see. So we have the key to the crypt. So let's check it out, shall we? Make our way over to the crypt. Let's listen.
It is deathly silent beyond the door.
Examine.
You examine the door closely. It's massive and well made. A large lock secures the door. Above the door is an intricate crest with a single word.
Oops, Borgov.
You turn the large skeleton key in the crypt door. With a sound like the groaning of an undead spirit, the massive door yawns wide open. You are in a dark, dank crypt, filled with bas-relief figures of long-departed knights and statues of the Grim Reaper. Stairs lead back up to the entrance. A brightly colored copy of the Borgov crest adorns part of the floor. Your danger sense tingles slightly as you enter the dark confines of this crypt.
All right.
It's a figure of the Grim Reaper, harbinger of death. At the base of the statue are the words, "Greet the Reaper."
Not sure I really want to do that.
Oh, such a cheery sight. It's a statue of the Grim Reaper, harbinger of death. You see a coffin cover bearing a bas-relief sculpture of a knight. You see a coffin cover bearing a You see a coffin cover.
All say the same
The coffin
thing.
cover is decorated with a bas-relief sculpture of a knight. Searching carefully, you see a small hole that looks like a keyhole in the sculpture.
Maybe we can unlock it?
Although this coffin does look like a door, there is no response to your knock. It may be just as well. You can hear faint and distant sounds behind this coffin, but can't make out any details.
Try opening it.
You can't get the coffin lid open. Examining it carefully, you find a small keyhole hidden in the bas-relief.
Well, we don't have an unlock, so we must not have that key.
You hear a hollow sound when you knock on the coffin lid. You hear nothing but the hollow echo of your own heartbeat. You have entered into a dark passageway. It twists and curves so that you quickly lose any sense of direction. You feel more than see a dark door at the end of the passage. You open it by touch.
Oh. Suddenly, way the heck over there? Oh. Alright. There's a small grating on the floor for drainage.
A small, dusty, barred window high up on the wall does little to relieve the gloom of this dark chamber. You are in a dark, dank crypt, filled with bas-relief figures of long-departed knights and statues of the Grim Reaper. Stairs lead back up to the entrance. A brightly colored copy of the Borgov crest adorns part of the floor.
Oh, well, apparently we looked at that one then. Right? Knock on it.
Who's there? Luke. Luke who? Luke out! There may be a wraith behind you. You don't hear anything behind this relief.
Open it up.
Inside the coffin is an old skeleton, all that remains of a long-dead knight.
Ooh.
The skeleton crumbles to dust under your touch.
Oops. How about this one over here?
Something seems wrong about this relief. You sense danger.
I'm sure it's fine.
Knock, knock. Who's there? Jorg. Jorg who? You're gonna regret it if you open this coffin. This coffin sounds very, very quiet. Maybe even a little too quiet.
I'm sure it's fine.
Watch out, it's a trap!
Wait. Scythe just came out and tried to stab me.
Something...
Ow.
Ouch! That axe felt like it was designed to take your head right off your shoulders. Fortunately, you're buff.
Fortunately, you're buff. Yeah, it hurts. Luckily, we have a lot of health, so didn't quite kill us. So that's a good thing, right? We could probably take a few more of those, but anyway. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, violet.
Some of the stones on this crest feel loose. You need to push them in the correct order to open a lock.
House of Borgov.
The crest... Did you notice anything unusual about the way the family name was given outside the crypt? Maybe you should check that again. The boyars of this area had a name, so do colors. There's no magic involved, but maybe there's a way to spell this out. Caution. Don't ask for the next hint unless you're totally stuck.
Yep. If you keep... I didn't realize, but if you click on that enough, it will... one of the things that they like to do in this game is that if you're really stuck, you could skip the puzzles, so... B-O-R-G-O-V.
Spelling out the name Borgov in colors has caused a secret compartment to open in the crest. Inside is a small key which you add to your keyring.
Yay! Very good. Now we have a key that can go into this.
The small key from the crest opens a lock in the relief. You open the coffin lid to reveal a dark passageway leading deep into the mountainside.
Ooh.
After following the dark passage for several minutes, you come out into a castle chamber. The bookcase closes behind you, and there is no obvious way to open it again.
Oh boy. Where are we now, I wonder?
The bookshelves are full of incredibly exciting works, such as 250 years of boyar ledgers and first-grade writing samples. These chairs were once very elegant. Now they're old and worn. The chandelier provides scant light to the gloomy room. One of the candles has gone out and is dangling from the chandelier at an odd angle. The castle doors are sturdily constructed of oak with brass bindings. There is a large bookshelf against one wall of the room. A table was probably used for pinochle games, judging from the 3 chairs. A chandelier provides scant light. All you can hear are distant creaks and groans and the beating of your own heart. That would be a bad idea. Someone or something would surely hear the noise.
If we peer through.
You don't see any sign of life or movement beyond the door.
Alright. Let's open the door.
Door hinges squeak in protest as you open the door.
Doesn't seem like a good thing. What if we fix that?
You carefully oil the door hinges to prevent revealing squeaks.
Very good. And let's do the same thing up here, why don't we?
You carefully oil the door hinges to prevent revealing. You put your ear up against the door and listen. You don't hear anything.
Alright.
Peering through the keyhole, you see no threatening activity on the other side of the door.
Well, that's good. Note the term threatening activity.
The family crest of the
Seems to be a
Borgars
great
holds
hall.
a commanding position over the room. A huge fireplace provides warmth and light to the great hall. A small table at one end of the room implies that someone had been trimming the dinner party guest list. An ornate rug decorates the floor and helps keep some of the warmth from the fireplace in the room. This statue depicts a warrior. His visage is proud and noble. The statue depicts a stately-looking older gentleman. His expression and features give you the impression of great nobility. This statue depicts a man holding a long staff. Either the boyars had mages among them, or he liked to walk in the mountains. This door leads to a side passageway. This is the castle Great Hall. Besides the main entry to the south, doors exit the room on either side and at the top of the staircase. There is a door at the top of the stairs.
No, really? I hadn't guessed.
This is the castle. A few drops of oil run down the door and drip on your shiny shoes. However, you have also managed to oil the door hinges.
Good.
You
Whoops.
feel a strong sense of sorrow and loss.
Oh my.
It's as white as a sheet. Perhaps it's the ghost of some poor benighted soul who fell to his death while trying to take in the laundry. The ghost's only response is a low moan that sends a chill of terror up your spine.
If we stay over here.
You shiver as the ghost passes through you. A cold chill remains behind.
So that did deal a little bit of health damage, but otherwise we're fine. Let's listen at this door.
Put your ear up against the door and listen. You don't hear anything.
Alright. Let's look through.
Peering through the keyhole, you see no threatening.
Alright, no threatening activity sounds good. Let's
You carefully oil the door hinge.
make sure we do that. And then head inside. Ooh. Looks like some kind of safe.
It's a massive iron safe. It's a long, low cabinet. The sprawling castle watches over a lush and prosperous landscape. Obviously a fantasy piece. This room, up from the Great Hall, is relatively empty, unless you count the low cabinet and the massive iron safe.
Safe.
It looks pretty much as you'd expect. A worn, threadbare rug adds a touch of color to the plain wooden floor.
I think that it looks as much as you would expect. Is the sort of like default
Worn, threadbare rug adds a touch.
you know, like, hey, this is something we didn't expect you to look at, so here's a generic
The chest is locked.
kind of line.
The chest is securely locked. You can't just open it.
Bash it
Not
open.
nearly strong enough to break the chest open. You'll need to do some serious bodybuilding if you want to keep using this approach.
Alright. Wow, even 320 strength isn't
Take
enough?
6 kopecks that you find loose in the cabinet.
It's surprising, actually.
The cabinet is empty, save for a thick coating of dust. The cabinet is empty, save for a thick coating of dust.
I mean, we're not a thief anyway, so we probably shouldn't be stealing from
Carefully
whoever
oil
lives
the
here.
door's slightly rusty hinges.
But I don't even know if that might do something bad to our paladin points if we do,
All you
so...
can hear are distant creaks and groans and the beating of your...
Alright.
The door hinges...
I swear I oiled that one. Let me try that again.
You carefully...
Weird. It's working fine now. Swear I oiled that.
You put your ear up against the door and listen. You don't hear anything.
Alright.
Peering through the keyhole, you see no
Threatening activity. Alright. This is not where I thought I was then.
You carefully oil the door hinges.
Go ahead and pop on in then. Oh yeah, right. I'm here.
These chairs were once very elegant. You're in a chamber 2 stories up from the Great Hall. The northern door will take you back down. The oil sconce glimmers with light. This place must go through a lot of oil. A wall.
Okay, that's the same as ever. Let's go ahead and oil these real quick.
You care?
And let's listen here.
All you can hear a distant.
Nothing there.
You don't see any sign.
Nothing there. Let's check the room. Hey, look. It's that same painting.
The cabinet is empty. The
Nothing in that one.
cabinet is
Nothing in that one. Alright, let's oil
Carefully.
this.
The platform at the top of the steps might have made a nice setting for a sculpture or a large houseplant at one time. Now it lies empty. All you can hear,
Nothing there.
you don't see any sign.
Nothing on the other side.
The cabinet is empty.
Nothing there.
The cabinet is empty.
Nothing there.
The cabinet is
Nothing there. Nope.
The cabinet.
Nothing there. Alright.
You care. You care. The castle doors are sturdily. The castle.
Alright. Apparently I can't look at that.
All you can hear.
Nothing there.
You don't see.
Nothing there.
All you can hear.
Nothing there.
You don't see any.
Nothing there. Alright. Let's go this way first. Alright. Let's go the other way first. Stairs up and stairs down.
You hear heavy breathing beyond the door. It reminds you of a hibernating bear.
Ooh.
Through the keyhole, you can see what appears to be a child's bedroom. A large and dangerous-looking, ape-like creature sits near the door.
I'm sure it's fine.
You carefully
It won't hurt us, right?
The monster doesn't seem to like you letting light into the room. Maybe you would have better luck at night.
Oof. Alright. No, I mean, at least it didn't try to kill us. Head downstairs. This castle is a big place.
You carefully. You put your ear up against the door,
Don't hear anything.
peering through the.
Doesn't appear to be anything on the other side, so let's slip on in. It's a bedroom, but nobody's sleeping here.
Worn thread. After several minutes spent analyzing this piece of furniture, you reach the brilliant conclusion that it must be a bed.
A bed.
This probably isn't at the top of your list of safe places to sleep. The stone
No, it's
walls and
fine.
floors are as cold as death. The sprawling Curtains lend a touch of softness to the cold stone walls.
Alright.
There's probably...
No, I can't check the bed at all if I walk over to it. No? Nothing? Alright.
The stone...
Well, you know what? I feel like this is a good spot to end off at, so I do hope you guys have enjoyed. If you have, feel free to subscribe. Feel free to check the video description down below for a link to the playlist, so that you can get caught up on any episodes that you might have missed. And, well, next we come back, we'll just continue exploring the castle. So, maybe we'll find that, the person that's currently running the castle now. So, with that, I'll see you all next time. See you later.